the AM. We have an awesome and exciting week planned for you this week. What I want to be covering today, as well as throughout the week, is an important topic I've been talking about periodically in different avenues, whether it's on live programs or just in the blog. But we want to cover goal setting. Not just setting, but goal planning and achievement as well, because it's something that at this time of the year is incredibly important. It's incredibly important any time of the year, but especially now as we're about to wrap up 2016 and roll into 2017, to make sure that we have a clear idea of what we are going to do, how we are going to make it happen, and then putting that into action come January 1 for 2017. And there's still time this year to set goals and plan and achieve those goals as well. So I don't want to have this indicating that it's something that has to wait to be started upon. So what we're going to be doing as well is I'm going to be offering you some assignments. It's, I know, a term that most people don't like, especially if you're not a big fan of school, but we are going to have assignments at the end of each section of the CU in the AM program throughout the week. So pay attention. If you need to grab a pen and piece of paper to jot these things down, you could do so. I'm going to go over those at the end of each section. So again, something we'll be doing together throughout the week, and each section will build on one another until we wrap things up on Friday. So again, that's going to be our process for 4 days out of the 5 this week. We'll have one day that is our question and answer, getting something from our fans and responding to it. So before we get into that, I just wanted to give you an idea of the different areas or focuses of the process of setting goals and achieving goals. And that starts with what we're going to cover today. Today we're going to cover the creation or the thought of goals, as well as the documentation, the writing down of your goals. So we're going to focus exclusively on that today, but we will also then get into, on Wednesday, where we'll get into the planning and preparation for goals and what that means, as well as action. Can't have a goal achieved without action to get there. And then on Thursday, getting into the awareness of our goals as we're in our action stage and the accountability that comes along with that. And then come Friday, wrapping things up with what is imperative to stay persistent and, of course, success when we achieve goals. So what we're going to focus on today are 2 specific things: creation, or the thought of goals, and the documentation. Now, there are 4 focuses. I break things down as simple as I possibly can. 4 focuses, but they must be, in order to be a goal, specific and measurable. So the 4 that I want to just cover with you that everybody should have goals oriented towards. Number 1 is family. Now again, either us interacting with our family or goals for our family as a whole. So that could be either or. You have personal goals. Personal goals can include personal growth and development. They can include health, for example, working out, diet, etc. So those are what I would call personal goals. You have financial goals. Financial, of course, as the term indicates, earnings, savings, charitable things that we're doing, contributions to others, not just our own intake of money. So those are the first 3. The last one is business. Now, it's different than financial because, as we said, financial is more earnings. Business, whether you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, or whether you are in business with someone else working for them as an employee, regardless of that, you have goals in business of achievement, and that's a different thing than what we would classify as the financial goals. So again, the 4, just to recap, focuses: family, personal, financial, and then, of course, the last one we just mentioned is in business. Now, after you understand the 4 focuses, then we can start understanding what I call the 3 time frames. Because you have 3 different areas of focus, 4 different areas of focus, and 3 different time frames that each one of these focuses may have. For example, you have long-term goals, you have short-term goals, and then you have immediate-term goals. Now again, short-term goals and immediate-term might sound very similar, but immediate, what's going to be done today, for example, even though you might call that short-term, I personally classify short-term more within the next couple of days, weeks, long-term being months to the entire year or longer. So that's the time frames. Focuses are the 4 focuses. Now, what is essential when we're done thinking about and creating goals, whether it's in one of these 4 focuses within the 3 time frames, is that you write your goals down. I don't care who it is that you're listening to, whether it's myself or anyone else, when it comes to goal setting and especially goal achievement, Everybody agrees. There's not a single person that is a guru or anyone out there that would say differently that your goals should be written down. And there are many, many statistics and studies, just to share some with you. They say that people with written goals are 50% more likely to achieve their goals than people that did not write them down. That is a massive difference. And these are not my statistics. These are statistics that are available and out there, based on research and studies. But I did see a statistic as well that said 92% of New Year's goals, we're coming up to New Year, New Year's goals fail by January 15th. We're talking within 15 days of inception. So again, it's something that is telling us when we're writing them down, we are setting up our chances for success. And get this, only 3%, 3 out of 100 people, when we're talking adults, write their goals down on paper. That's incredible when you understand that everyone that teaches goal setting all teach the exact same thing, that you need to write down your goals. But yet only 3 out of 100. So by enacting this, the creation and the documenting and writing them down, you are already putting yourself in the 3 percentile, which, as we know, closers are also in the 3 percentile, and putting yourself on a path for success and setting yourself up for a likelihood of success versus the likelihood of failure. So again, this is an essential part of what goal setting is, and especially as we get into the achievement, this will play a key role into it. So the assignment for today, if you have not grabbed the pen and paper yet, don't freak out. You could always just rewind and play this back. I will also document every single day's assignment in the daily blog post. So in a little while, I'll go ahead and I'll put a post out on the Creating Closers website. And in that, at the top of the post, I will put today's assignment, and I'll do that for each of the days throughout the week. So the assignment today, and we're going to do this together throughout the week, is to create a list of at least, again, just a minimum, but you can do a lot more if you choose, of 3 goals in each of the 4 focuses. So family, personal, financial, or business. Shouldn't say or, and business. Each one of those having a minimum of 3 goals. Many of you are going to have so many more than that, but at least 3, and write them down. Now, again, I want that to be a mix as well of short and long term. Let's leave the immediate term off to the side for right now. And for the assignment purpose, let's focus on, again, at least 3 goals in each of the 4 focuses, and a mix. So if you're doing it a minimum of 3, at least one of them is either a short or a long-term goal, and then, again, the other ones would be the opposite. Again, I want these things to be written down, because if you're not writing them down, then you are already setting yourself up to fail at this assignment, which the assignment really is geared towards making sure your goals are set. And these are goals that should be oriented towards 2017, either in the short term or in the long term in 2017. So again, I encourage you to take this seriously. And again, I'll post that assignment for you on the blog. I want to wrap things up with a quote. I know it's gotten to be a lengthy section, but I don't mind dedicating a little more time to this throughout the week as well, to make sure that we have everything we need to be successful. So when 2017 hits, we as a collective group, as a community of people that are striving to be already at a closer level, but we are set up for success. So here, as a wrap up for today, I want to share a quote from Steve Maraboli, who says, "If you have a goal, write it down. If you do not write it down, you do not have a goal. You have a wish." So let's stop wishing, let's start setting goals, let's start documenting those goals, and let's lead our pathway to success. Let's have a successful day, and I'll look forward to tomorrow when I'll be back with you, and I'll see you in the AM then.